Hello world, the first thing that a programmer is going to learn when he uses a new language. You always want to see how you can print something to the screen, which means how you can communicate with the world. Welcome to the Tutorial Toolbox. My name is Tobias and this is Programming 101 Episode 3, Hello World. So, let's get started. We'll just jump right into it. Last episode you saw that CodeBlocks auto-generated this main.cpp file for me, and it contained these 9 lines of code. When you use your IDE, and hopefully you have gotten an IDE and a compiler, and if you haven't, go back to Google and get one now because you can't progress without it. Well, you can progress without the IDE, as I said, but you can't progress without the compiler. So, hello world, as I said, is the first thing you're gonna want to do, and this is the hello world script, in C++ at least. It's fairly similar in other languages, but they use mostly different types or functions in order to print something. So, it's going to be a little bit different, but one thing is for sure that in almost all the major languages that is for programming desktop, we have a main function. As you can see, we have a main function right here, and this just means that this is what we are going to execute. This is what we are going to run. The way the compiler sees it, the compiler reads from top to bottom, line 1, and just goes down. It sees here include IO streams. Okay, so I gotta find something called IO stream in one of the many assets I've got, and it's going to include that in our program because we want to use something inside the IO stream. Then we're gonna tell it using namespace standard std. So basically, now we are telling the compiler that inside IO stream, or inside somewhere else actually, but right now we only have the IO stream, so it knows that's inside our I'm sorry, inside IO stream. We're going to be using the namespace standard. Basically, you can divide your code into different namespaces, and this will allow for easier access and easier control over, also easier archivation, I think it's called. Basically, easier control over where your different things are. Then it's gonna say int main. Oh, right, main. This is where I need to start. This is what I need to do. And then it goes in, and then it sees, all right, cout, hello world, end line, end L, which stands for end line. Then it takes this code, it sees this cout, and then it looks somewhere in our code for a function called cout. As you can see here, when I hover above it, right below my mouse, it says ostream std cout. So it has linked this cout function. It knows that it's inside the standard namespace, inside the IO stream, and then inside the IO stream there's a place called ostream, which stands for output stream. And basically it just sees that this is the function I need to use, and then that this is the thing I need to use, and then it takes it and it puts it in and it makes it work. Yeah, it just sounds kind of crazy, but in the later tutorials you'll understand what I mean. Then it sees this return null or return 0, and this basically means that we're done with our main function and there's nothing more, so you can just stop now. If we run this, you can, at least with CodeBlocks, there's this built and run. You can see we get the command window, as I told you about the console, because this is a console application. You get the command window, And you can see hello world is what we wrote here, or the script wrote for us. And it says hello world, process returns 0 because we returned 0 here. And then I am sorry about that. So yeah, it says process returned 0 because we returned 0, and then it says for, well, execution time, which is how long it took for the program to run, which is in this case 0.020 seconds. And then it wants us to press any key to continue. So this is the hello world program, and it does just as it says hello world. So this, now we know how we can say something to the user of the program. Basically, all we need to print something is cout. Then we use these triangular brackets, pointy brackets, whatever you want to call them. Then we write the string, or whatever it is. In this case, it's a string. That's a type. We'll talk about that. And if we want to end, we can actually also do this. This is going to produce a slightly different result. As you can see, there's no line after this because we didn't jump any line. End line means that we want to, yeah, end the line. So switch over to the next line. And that is pretty much it for the hello world. What we use it for is to see if everything is running. So for example, if you don't get this result, hello world, from this, then something is wrong. You might also notice with another IDE maybe that the program is going to open up and then it's going to close right afterwards. And that's because you're not telling it to wait. CodeBlocks does this for us. It tells the program to wait. This says this press any key, tells the program to wait for us to be done, but in reality, we don't tell it to wait. So if you wish to tell it to wait because you can't get it to, because you can't see if it says hello world, you can simply do this. You can simply do this string wait, and as you can see, it changed a little bit. We have this hello world, and now something is going to, oh, well, we have this the ability to write something. And basically what we're doing is we're asking for an input. I'm actually quite unsure if we can just do cin. No, we can't. I thought so. But yeah, so we are creating a variable. We'll get into this. This is just for if you can't get to see the program, then do this string wait. You can also have it underneath. Doesn't matter where you put it, as long as it's inside main. And cin wait. So yeah, that's all for hello world. Hopefully it went smoothly for you. If it didn't, leave a comment down below with a quick description of if you're getting an error, you might be getting an error, or a quick description of what is happening, and I'll do my best to help you figure it out so we can actually start really coding very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you wish to continue along with this series, and I'll see you guys next time.